Yo, so to finish our character's moveset, we're gonna add a dash and a double jump. So this is gonna be cool. Let's get right into it. And this is gonna be stuff that you already done. So a dash is basically just a knockback, but when we want it to happen. So let's go player controls and let's copy an event, an empty event group, and let's put it under punching. It doesn't really matter where we put it. Just put it under player. And we're going to call it dash. And I'm going to scratch my face. A second. There you go. All right, dash. My beard is itching. And come on, drag it. There we go. I'm going to drag that in there. So now we're going to do, first of all, a key. When a key is, not Q, when a key is pressed. Key is pressed. And we're using D for shooting, F for punching. Let's do S for the dash. Okay. So when the S key is pressed, and we need to check if the character is flipped or not. So let's add condition flip. Check horizontally flipped, object player, and let's invert the condition. So if he's not flipped, meaning if he's facing right, we're going to do something. We're going to add the condition again and trigger once. Because when we press the button, we don't want him to dash forever and ever and ever and ever. We want him to dash once. Right. So how do we make him dash? Gonna add an action, and we're just gonna apply a force or add a force. If you put apply force, there we go. If you put apply force, the stuff for the what do you call it? Physics object. There you go. Apply force. See, that one is for physics. These ones. The add force is for the regular ones without physics. So we're gonna add a force to player. Speed on the x-axis. So we want to shoot him towards the right. So it's gonna be plus. And we need to give him like a bunch of force. Like gotta make him like fly off like the enemy when we punch the enemy and the enemy went flying off. So let's do like 1250. Just because it's a nice number. And on the y-axis we put 0 because otherwise it's gonna like shoot up, right? Or shoot down. And we need to make it a permanent force. Press OK. And now, just like the knockback, we're gonna add an action. We're gonna wait. Oh god, my accuracy is atrocious today. Wait. Let's do 0.20 or 0.2 seconds. So it's a fraction of a second. And just like the knockback, now we're gonna stop. Stop. There we go. Stop the object. Which object? The player. Press OK. Do. Now, let us copy paste this. Copy, paste. So we can try it like both ways. Select the flipped, press J. So if he's horizontally flipped, meaning if he's facing the left, we want to shoot him off towards the left. So add a permanent force of minus. Minus, there you go, 1250. So now we're going to shoot him backwards. Then everything else is the same. Let's see, what have we done? So if I press S, he dashes. And shabang. Tonight. it's not an overly long dash, nor an overly. Oh God! Ah, you almost killed me. Somebody call the cops. Oh wait, I am the cops. I am the police. There you go. Now we dash and boom. It's a bit awkward to control, but dashes usually are. So if we dash and press back, right, let's see if it works. So dash and press back. It's okay. It works fine. But right now there is no cooldown, so you can just press as much as you want. We need to give it a little bit of a cooldown. And also, he's dashing forward, but he's also like losing ground a little. Losing height, I meant. So it's going down, right? So we need to make him like stick in the air. So to do that, first let's add a cooldown. Let's make it so you can only press the button um, every few seconds. So to do that, we must do an object variable. Let's do a boolean. So object boolean, which is the true or false one. Boolean variable, object player, variable, we're going to call it dash. And the value is going to be false. So if it's false, that's okay. We're going to be able to do our dash. Let's copy paste this already and put it down here because it's going to be the same for the both of them. Now on the action, again, object boolean. Change the object boolean. The object player variable dash. The new value is true. Press OK. Sorry. It always goes off screen. Let's put it up there. So now when we push the button, the first thing it does is put this to true. So we can no longer dash until we change this back to false. So let's copy paste. And let's put it all the way in the end. And let's change this to false. So now we press dash, we change to true, we add the force, we wait a little bit, we stop our character, and then we set it back to false so we can dash again. So which means that our cooldown is this, the 0.20. So every 0.2 seconds we can dash. But let's make it a bit longer. Let's make it 0.5 seconds for us to dash again. So half a second between dashes. So you can't just like spam the heck out of it. And to do that, we're going to copy paste the wait. So this is how long it takes for the dash to stop, 0.2 seconds. And then we're going to add another 0.3 seconds or 0.30, which makes it a grand total of 0.50 or half a second, 0.5 seconds, until we change this back to false so we can dash again. I hope that makes sense. I know it's a lot of words. Just copy this, and as you're doing it, it'll start making sense. You know, you'll start looking and say, oh yeah, so we change this, we apply the force, so we dash, we wait a little bit, we stop the character, and then we wait another little bit, and then we make it okay to dash again. Right? That's basically it in a nutshell. So I'm going to click wait, press shift, hold shift, click the bottom one, copy, select that one, paste. Now I copied both of them. So I'm going to grab stop and drag it up there. There you go. I can just do one by one. So now they're both the same. Let's see if this works. And if we press dash, wait, You need to do it like that. Dash. So I'm smashing the button, and only half a second, only every half a second do we dash again. Right. So he still has the issue of when he's coming down and we press dash, he doesn't go forward. He like goes forward and down a bit, right? So to fix that, we need to do this like fancy thing. Uh, let's grab one of these markers. Just like that. Put it down there. Drag it under and add a new event. And also, while I'm here, dashing every half a second is kind of it's a bit too many dashes. So let's make it a full second. So a full second between dashes is point. So it'll be 20, 80. So 20 plus 80 equals 1. So we're going to change this one to 80. All right, so the total time combined is 1 second. So we can dash every 1 second. And here we're going to do this. We're going to copy paste the boolean that says that we're dashing. Okay, I know what we do. I know how we need to do this. We need to use yet another variable. Variables are the key to making everything that's cool happen. So let's add another action. Let's do object number variable. Change the number variable of the object. Object player. The variable, we're going to call it dash y, because we need to save the y position. And we're going to set the value of this variable to the player dot y. So it's going to be, when we start dashing, we're going to save the y position of the character. And remember, the y is up and down. It's telling the player if he's like in the air or in the ground, where is he on the up and down scale. So as we start dashing, we save where the character is in the air, and then we need to apply this to a different event. But right now we're saving just how high in the air he is. And we need to do this right at the start. So dash y, copy this, add there. So it's the same for the both of them. And now here, if the boolean dash of the object player equals true, so if he's dashing, oh wait, we done goofed. Because then we're always going to be in the air until this is done. So for now, let's get rid of this timer, the 0.8. Let's get rid of this for now. And the cooldown is just going to be the amount of time it takes for you to do the dash. We can fix this later, but for now, let's just do this. So if dash is true, so if our character is dashing, we're going to change the y position. Sorry, y position. Y position, there we go, of player set to the variable player dot variable open dash y close. There we go. because it's the same variable we do at the beginning of the dash, right? So for as long as we're dashing, we're setting the position of the player to that number. Let's see if it works. Yeah. So we stay in the air. So now, even if we're falling, right, can't jump on top of that thing. See, that was cool. So even if we're falling, we press dash and we move forward, not down. See, we're falling and press. We're falling and press. Yeah, it's cool, right? So the issue now is that we have no cooldown, so we can fly. That's so dumb. We can fly, Maurice. Right, so let's add a cooldown. And to add a cooldown, we're going to do another variable. And all we got to do is this. Copy paste this boolean, and we call this dash CD or dash cooldown. And if both of these are false, we can dash. Copy, paste. So dash and dash CD. And at the beginning, we change dash to true, and we change dash CD to true. Just like that. ABC, copy, and we're going to paste down here because they need to both be the same. And now we're going to add another wait time at the bottom. Now we're going to make the point 80 to make the full second. And we're going to copy paste this one, put it in the bottom, and change it to dash C. Oh, God. I just copy pasted something. Dash. Oh, God. Dash CD. Now we set it to false. So we start dashing. We set the cooldown and the dash to true. Then we do the dash and we set the dash to false. Then we wait a little bit longer and then we change the cooldown to false as well. So the cooldown's over. And then now we can dash again because both the dash and the dash cooldown are done. They're false. So let's do the same thing down here. Copy paste the wait. Put it at the end. Change to 80. Copy paste this boolean. Add CD at the end. So CD for cooldown. And it's false. And we already have one here. Yeah, dash CD to true. And this one, dash and dash CD. Okay. So now we are set. And that's our dash. Right? I know it's a lot of programming, a lot of words. We've been at it for a little bit. But again, it's like I keep saying, cool stuff take time. And this is just work, right? You're just putting in, it's not even that complicated. We're just filling in the form, honestly. So now we dash. Let's try. Dash, mashing the button, dash, dash, mashing the button. I'm constantly mashing the button. So now we can only dash every 1 second. So now it's nicer, right? Now it's like we have a dash, zoop, we go there. And now we can just dash to go over stuff. And it's kind of cool. We can make the dash longer, right? To make it a bit more fun. But we're not doing balancing yet. We're just doing fun mechanics. So now we got a dash. Let's do quickly double jump. Because I think double jump is going to be very quick. So let's close dash. Let's copy paste this group. I already lost where dash was. There it is. And double jump. Double jump. Click double jump, add an event, drag the event underneath, add the condition is jumping. Player, press OK. Trigger once. So if he's jumping, trigger once. Let's see if this works. I'm not really sure if this works because I don't really enjoy double jumping in my games. So I've never actually done one. So let's see. Let's try can jump again. Or allowed to jump again. Allowed jumping. Allowed jumping again. There we go. Object player. Press OK. That's right. So now when we're in the air, we're allowed to jump one more time and it is not working. Okay. We're jumping. Why are we not allowed to jump again? Okay. I'm going to have to work on this. Player is jumping. Trigger once. Allowed to jump again. Just going to add this. It should work. Stick with trigger once. Okay. Okay. So what's happening is it's jumping twice because we push the button and we jump twice. Okay. I understand. How can we solve this? Player is jumping. Trigger once. Let's just quickly do this. I can fix it later and make it proper. But right now, player is jumping. Oh, key. Let's do this. Key pressed. Key pressed. Space. Or maybe control. Let's try a control. Control pressed. Control pressed or simulated. There we go. Object. Player. Key jump. And invert. There we go. So if the player is jumping and the jump key is not being pressed, so because what was happening is we're pressing the button to jump, and the moment we're jumping, it goes, oh, he's jumping, so he's allowed to jump again, and you make it jump again because we're already holding down the jump key. So we jumped twice in like a microsecond. So that's why it was not working. So now we're gonna jump, and for as long as we have the key pressed, we're not gonna be allowed to jump again. But once we release the key, we're gonna be allowed to jump again, so we can press the button again. I think this is gonna work. Let us try this. Right. So jumping and jumping and jumping and jumping. Uh-oh. We have infinite jumpings. This is not good. Okay. Okay. Let us do. I'm just gonna patch this so we can finish the video because the video has been running for a while now. So I'm just gonna do something quick. Let's do a state. If object variable object variable number. Or Boolean. Let's do Boolean. Object Boolean. Let's do another Boolean. We're doing a bunch of them. Let's do Boolean as well. Object. Player. It was already there. Player. Variable. Jumping. Jumping. Set to false. Let's try this. Wait. If it's false, and we're gonna set this to true. So object boolean, object boolean. I'm just gonna try this one more time, and if it's a fail, then it is a fail. I'll fix it next video. Just so you can see that it's not always a victory. And none of this is scripted. So player value variable jumping. We're gonna set this to true. And set this to true. Now let's quickly check if we only get one more extra jump. So jump, jump. Now we can't jump anymore. Cool. Making progress. So now we need to find a way to change it back. And that's going to be if the player is on the ground. So is on the floor. Is on the floor. Player. Okay. And when the player is on the floor, we change, copy paste this boolean to false. So if jumping and is false, and we don't have the button pressed, the jump button pressed, and we're in the middle of the air, we get we change to the jumping to true, and we get a new jump. And then when we come down and we collide with the floor, we're allowed to do the double jump again. Oh my god, starting to sound like Porky Pig. Sorry. So jump, jump, hit the floor, jump, jump. There you go, double jumping. We can even do like, oh, we can't. Wait, why can't we do coyote time? Oh, because we're not jumping, we're falling. We can do it as well. So we can either do a double jump or a falling jump. Might as well, since this is going to be long anyways. So let's copy paste this. Let's see if this works. I probably shouldn't be doing this because it's probably not going to work in the first try. But let's change the is jumping. Actually, no, because then we might get a different jump. Okay, so far, double jumping works. We're going to do the coyote time jump a different time. So let's just delete that one. It was a victory. Let's just take the victory. Again, none of this stuff is scripted. But anyways, we got the double jump and we got the dash. Cool beans. We got plenty of mobility. We got double jumps. We got dashes. We got double jump, double dash, bullets, punching stuff. I mean, our character's got it all because he's ultra block, right? Move over, Brock. Move over, Mega Man. Oh, God. There we go. I killed him. Right. So this was another long video. I'm sorry, but, sometimes this stuff just happens. I'll catch you guys on the next video. Again, if you watch all the way to the end, please consider subscribing. If you're liking this, leave a like, leave a comment, all that jazz. I'll catch you guys on the next episode for some more cool stuff. Peace out until then.